Hi Cancer, this is Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. I am in Carmel, Indiana. I am a Libra Sun, Capricorn Rising, Sagittarius Moon. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, what I normally do is let flip, fly, or fall anywhere from... I want that one. I do not want these. Flip, fly, or fall anywhere from 5 to 7 tarot cards, and then clarify with various oracle decks. So the first thing that came up was the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So that to me tells me that something hasn't, a karmic cycle has not finished out yet, and you're kind of stuck. Because you want that Wheel of Fortune in the upright. You want that moving forward, and so there's something you're stuck in that you need to do in order to get that to move forward. So let's figure out if we can see, let's figure out what you need to move to make forward movement. Queen of Wands would be somebody that is moving forward, and that's in the reverse position, so that matches right up there. So so you are not moving forward on something, you are stuck. So we got to, okay, holy moly. Okay, so then we've got the Sun in the upright, and we have got the World in reverse. So that's completion. So Six of Swords. I'm just going to keep going with this. I'm trying to figure out what the Sun is. Moving forward. I want that one. 6 cards. I want a clarification for the Sun. I need a clarifier for the Sun, please. Can we clarify the Sun? And I don't want all of these. So, all right. Let's see what this is. The Knight of Cups. Okay, so let's think about this. So you're stuck in a karmic situation that won't let you move forward, and until that happens, you're trying to get balance, and you're trying to get the Sun, which is like the happiest card in the whole deck. But until you do that, and there's something big that needs to happen in order to get out of that karmic cycle, in order to move forward, because you've got the World in reverse. So it's like, I feel like super major stuck energy. You're out of balance, and the Sun card, even because it's in the middle of those, it's like I feel like I'm seeing clouds. It's like, as long as until you do what you need to do, you're going to continue having cloudy days. And it has something to do with your thoughts. So I think you have started to figure out that your thoughts are what create these cloudy days. And the Knight of Cups in reverse. So it's kind of like, I feel like you're stuck in this emotional, I feel like you're depressed. I mean, honestly, that's the feeling that I'm getting. It's like you're depressed and you can't figure out why you're depressed. You're depressed because you're stuck in a cycle, and you can't get out of this cycle because you're depressed. And so it just feels like this big cycle. It's like you wake up, you have a bad day, and you can't get anything. And it's just like you are just super stuck in the mud and not able to get out of this feeling of like, poor me. It just, there's this feeling of poor me. I can't get myself in balance. I can't get out of this stuck energy of feeling sorry for myself. I just cannot seem to get my shit together in order to get out of this. It's like you're just stuck in the mud, and it's like your thoughts just keep going around in a circle and circle and circle and circle, and it just keeps you in this perpetual stuck mode of like, oh, woe is me, blah, 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 whatever. Okay. So what kind of emotions are you on a day-to-day basis? What kind of emotions are you thinking that is keeping you so stuck? Why are you so stuck in this old programming? So you are okay. This is the feeling. You are wired in to the mainframe with your old programming. And you are like, I'm not letting go of this. This is the way I was raised. This is wrong. This was the way I was raised. And it's like you are so hanging on to your thoughts and the way it's to be done. It's like black and white. It's like I'm right and you are wrong and there is nothing in the middle about it. And because you are so hung on to your old programming, it's keeping you perpetually in this state of depression, is the feeling that I'm getting. And I'm like, man, irritated came out sideways, flew out. So it's like you're always irritated. You're just, everything annoys you, everything aggravates you, everything bothers you. You're just always pissed off is the feeling. I mean, that's just like the feeling that I have is just like, I'm fucking pissed at the world. Depressed came up in the reverse position, but I feel like, I mean, it's kind of like you're wanting to move out of being depressed, but you don't know how. What else is going on? You're worried. So you worry all the time. That keeps you, you're worried about your future. You're worried about paying the bills. You're worried about what's going to happen to you when you're 85 years old. You're worried about this. You're worried about the future. And if you could just let go of the future and take it day by day, I feel like that's the key here is all of the worry and it's just like it's just like you have got yourself in this loop. It's like this negative recording and it just keeps playing over and 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 like a broken record. And the universe is, I feel like this is like, you're like, I want to be receptive. I want to know that there's something more and I want to be open, but I don't know how. And I think that comes from you just were never taught. You were never taught how to be open and receptive to what the universe has to offer you because you are stuck in old programming. So this is what's got to change. You have got to learn that there is a better way to the way things work. So I'm going to say Wayne Dyer was one of the best people in the world to help you see how you are stuck in when you're... God, I'm trying to think, 15, 20 years ago, I can't remember when I first started listening to Wayne Dyer, but he was very, very helpful when I was stuck in my old programming. Oh, poor me. Everything happens to me. Oh, woe is me. Oh my God, I have the worst life. Oh God, oh, blah, blah, blah. All that bullshit that you keep telling yourself. Wayne Dyer was really, really great at helping me see that my thoughts were the problem. Joe Vitale had the law of attraction stuff. He had attractor factor. That's the kind of stuff that I started reading in the beginning when I was starting to recognize that I needed to change my thoughts. My thoughts were what had me in this funk all the time. My thoughts would go and I would funnel down into depression and I would be depressed for 3 freaking months. It was very detrimental to my real estate career because my business would be like up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. That's what you have to do. It's like you need to have something that just like throws you out. And it is something that does not happen overnight. I'm telling you what, changing the negative program does not happen overnight. And overwhelmed freaks you out. So that probably means... Well, the one thing that you can do to stop the overwhelm is quit overcommitting to everybody and trying to fix everybody else's problems and get your boundaries straight. Quit letting people come in. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like going, I feel like I am starting at 0 with this group of people. So I have obviously tapped into a different group of cancers at the moment. I'm like, I don't know what was going on with cancers the last few months, but I feel like this is a whole new group of people that I am tapped into right now. You are not feeling inspired. Nothing inspires you. And I want that one. And you're feeling discouraged. So this is a new group, a brand new group of the collective conscious that I feel like I have come into. So anything that I have, it's like you haven't heard me lecture. This, like you're at the bottom right now, trying to work your way out of the mud. Boy, do I have a lot to teach you guys. Okay, whoo, I'm exhausted just thinking about this. All right, so I have tapped into a brand new group of people. And you are hearing a lot of what I am saying for the first time. So what else? Okay, so here are the things that the universe needs you to know right now in order to help get yourself out of where you are at. Okay, balancing the scales. So that's one of the first things is I feel like you are, well, one of the things, okay, we need to balance your emotions first. We have got to get you out of this depression so you can get yourself in a happier place. And, okay, so let's just keep going. What else do they have to say? You got to quit playing the victim card. You have got to understand that what is happening to you right now is your own doing. This did not happen to you because everybody else in the world did this, and it's everybody else's fault. And until you get out of that place of blaming everyone else and not taking responsibility, you are going to stay in this stuck place that you are at. Oh boy. Take some action. That is action on, I once heard, and he was a news person, and I can see his face, but I can't see his name. He was talking about when you are deep in depression, it's like you can see the magic wand across the room that you need to go get that will change everything, but you just don't have enough motivation to get up and do it. You have got to take some sort of action to help get your vibrations up. So if you are at on a scale of 1 to 10, your vibrations are a 1 right now. There are things that you can do to raise your vibrations. One of them is even if you walk 15 minutes a day, that's not gonna make or break your life. 15 minutes a day, changing some of the ways that you eat. If you are eating like a lot of sugar, that's going to make you feel like shit. Yes, that's going to make you depressed. There are a ton of things that you can do to start raising up your vibrations a little at a time. This is what you're going to have to start working on. When you recognize that you have had a negative thought, you're going to have to stop that immediately and recognize that your thoughts are probably one of the biggest problems that you have. If there are 10 things that you are doing wrong right now, you have to start taking baby steps in order to start bringing your vibrations up. Yeah, man. I mean, like, the reason I know I have tapped into a new group of people is because anybody that has been listening to me, they are not in this position anymore. They have moved past this position. So I have brought in a new group of people. You are probably just now seeing me for the first time, I'm guessing. You're divine masculine. This could be a couple of different things. You are heavy in your masculine energy and out of whack. So if you are a female watching this, you are way off in the do, push, and you haven't heard any of the lectures about, I grew up in the 70s and 80s, and I was told that women could do everything that men could do. Well, that may be true. Maybe women can do everything that men can do, but that doesn't mean that we should be. And we also receive our stuff differently than men does. Men are doers, and they go get stuff done, and women in the divine feminine energy receive and bring stuff to them, and you're gonna have to learn how to do that too. All right, what else? The answer is yes. I feel like that's the message to me. Yes, this is a new group of cancers in the collective conscious that has just found me. You have just started into the dark night of the soul. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess what I want to say is you're in the right place, because we are here to help you get out of this situation you are in and get you into a better place. And sometimes a good old motivational talk is what you need. I want this one. Recognition. I feel like that's just saying you need to recognize that listening to people on YouTube, there are a lot of people on YouTube that have taken it upon themselves to help the collective. I am one of them. You need to recognize you are in the right place. You need to recognize the people that resonate with you. Stick with the people that resonate you. Not everybody that you are listening to is going to resonate. If they don't, just move on. And listen to the people that resonate with you about what is going on in your life. So I'm going to stop there and see what last words of advice. I feel like, what do I want to say? I got a deck back here that I can't reach. This one. What last words of advice for this new group of cancers do you have? God. I'm exhausted just thinking about this. I'm like going, you guys are new at this. So, okay, let's take those. All right. Okay. Acceptance. Accept that life as you knew it will no longer be the same. And you need to get a grip on that and realize that the universe is trying to push you or pull you or get you in a different place in life. So again, find people that resonate with you and keep moving forward. Boundaries. All right. I think I brought that up earlier. I think you have some boundary issues, and perhaps people are taking advantage of you. Perhaps you are taking advantage of people. Perhaps you are so overwhelmed because you are so busy trying to get approval from people that you are saying yes, 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 and you should be saying no to a lot more stuff. And that has you overwhelmed. That, you know, I can only eat the elephant one bite at a time. So I'm just not going to go deep in a lot of this stuff, because I feel, again, that this is the first time you're hearing a lot of these. You've got boundary issues. We've got to work on those. There is an alternative way to the way you have been living. You've been living in old programming, old religious programming, old ancestral programming, family programming. You know, the media has programmed you, and there is an alternative way that you are getting ready to learn. So welcome to the new world. Just like I do alternative medicine, I don't do pharmaceuticals and go to the doctor. It's kind of that way of thinking. There's a better way. Reawaken. So you are in the process of getting to reawaken who you really are, because I feel like I'm seeing this person that has layers and layers and layers and layers and layers of just garbage attached to their body. And that is all the old negative programming, all the stuff your parents taught you about this is what you're supposed to do, coulda, woulda, shoulda, and we're getting ready to break down all of that garbage that is attached to you energetically, so you can move about the cabin freely, move about the world freely, so you can release that shit that's attached to you and get in your happy place, which is where you are meant to be in the first place. Hydrate. And I don't mean drinking a pop. So if you are a pop drinker, that's probably making you feel like shit. That's not helping with your vibrations. Hidden blessings. What you are getting ready to go through is going to be a hidden blessing. And I am promising you that There are better times ahead. If you are at rock bottom and you have got on YouTube to find your way out of it, again, you are at the right place. So if you have anything to say, send me a message. And I look forward to working with all of you guys. Bye. See you June 1st.